All right, we are live. What is going on, you handsome bitches? I shouldn't have swore too early in the stream to swear. I'm not supposed to swear in the first 7 seconds, but it's all right. It is what it is. What's going on, champions? Sorry, I still sound a little bit nasally. I apologize for that. I hope we're all well. We're coming through loud and clear. We good? Are we good? I hope we're good. Give me some loving. DZ, Samantha, Kev, Glowing. Who else we got? Buck, Scotty, of course. I see Alan's in the house. What's going on, my man? Hope you're all well, my friends. Cheers on this lovely Sunday. So we've got a bit of an interesting one this week. I didn't get to finish my They Live review, but we will be going over They Live. Don't worry. The review will be out hopefully tomorrow, to be honest with you, but if not, Tuesday or Wednesday. But I do have a little clips that we're going to go through. there's a lot of wild shit going on today. I'll say that. There's a lot of wild shit. Billy, I found a video about Billy. Who those of you who might remember Jose and Billy. I've got a video. We're going to get into that, so just remind me about that. I've got a bit of AI Seagal stuff. There's a show called Bad Thoughts. That's the reason why I asked about Tom Segura. There's a show called Bad Thoughts, and while I don't love Tom Segura, especially Thin Tom, it is very Steven Seagal heavy, so we're going to get into that. It's actually fucking hilarious. Like I said, I'm not a... Tom Segura's, yeah, he's got his moments. He's not one of my favorite comedians, but there is a 5-minute clip of Seagal on his new show. Some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not, but we are definitely going to go through that because it is hilarious. Yeah, like I said, I didn't finish the They Live movie review, but I do have a compilation clip thing going on. So we're gonna go through the movie itself because there are some great bits in it. Obviously, it's a great fucking movie. And then I've also got a new Bullshido that I've done about those twin tools. We might watch it, we might not. We'll see how it goes. See how it goes. We'll see how we go time wise. Excuse me. New game tonight, okay? In honor of, because next week we're doing what's on my face? Jean-Claude Van Damme. We're doing Kickboxer. In honor of Kickboxer, we've got a new game tonight. It's called To Split or Not to Split. So this time, your goal is to guess whether or not oh, that's not good. That's just dirty right there. Ignore that. What's going on here? Hold on a sec. We're gonna have to change screens. It's just a shambles. The fucking Photoshop's fucking with my chi at the moment. Okay, that's fine. So just 3 of them decided to be a pain in the ass and just ass plow me. Oh, what are you being a dick for, bro? Why are you being a dick? Stop being a dick. All right. As I was saying, the plan is we're going to play To Split or Not to Split. It's a new game with JCVD. Don't worry, Zig, all good, my man. Humongous, good to see you as well. Sorry, I think I missed you before. Scotty T, what's going on? But anyway, so there's a lot of wild shit going on. A lot of wild shit, very heavily sensei related and also not sensei related today. So like I said, we'll go through. I've got a They Live little compilation that I put through of interesting clips that I found interesting as I was watching it. That will probably be separate to what I do in the movie review. Which again, I've done the script. I've started editing. I just didn't finish it. Now, let's start off with some important stuff. Those of you remember Jose, right?
Come back soon.
Thanks.
You guys remember Jose at McDonald's?
Hi, Jose. Hi. I know you're fairly new to the fry station. You're doing a great job of keeping at least 3 orders ready at all times. Thanks. But I also noticed you're over-salting the fries. Now, you'd be more effective.
He's compliment sandwiching him. He's being a bit of a dick.
If you salted the fries this way. Turn the salt shaker over 1 time only. Now, that provides our fries with the right taste McDonald's is looking for. Got it. You can go ahead and waste these fries. Now, in the next batch, we'll do the salting.
So those of you might remember about Jose, right?
Until you get a feel for it. Sure. Great.
Well, we're almost done. There's only another 20 seconds left. 15.
Jose, I like the way you're using the salting technique we talked about earlier. Excellent work. Thanks for focusing on this.
Thanks, Billy.
Okay, so that's Billy and Jose. Now, here's the alternative version that I found.
Come back soon.
Thanks.
Hi, Jose.
My name's Matt, Billy.
I know you're fairly new to the fry station.
Yep, living the dream, Billy.
You're doing a great job of keeping at least 3 orders ready at all times.
Thanks, Billy. Can't wait to put this on my resume.
But I also noticed you're
I don't know who this guy was, but he did a remake.
over-salting the fries.
Hell no.
Now, you'd
All
be more
right.
effective if you salted the fries this way.
Show me the light, oh greasy one.
Turn the salt shaker over 1 time only.
One turn, got it. Big dreams here, Billy.
Now, that provides our fries with the right taste McDonald's is looking for.
Sure thing, Billy. God forbid Karen gets too much sodium with her 9 a.m. Big Mac.
You can go ahead and waste these fries. Now, the next batch, we'll do the salting together until you get a feel for it.
Yay, team salting. All my manifestations are coming true, Billy.
Great.
And this is where it all goes off quite well. Dino, how are you, mate? Thomas Erexon. That's an interesting name. Kind of like Thomas Erection, but Thomas Erection. Erexon? Irion, maybe? Irion, Erection? Zig, what happened, mate? You throwing hands at someone. What happened? You're good? Was it you that started a fight, or was someone being a dick?
I like the way you're using the salting technique we talked about earlier.
Thanks, Billy. Now fuck off.
Excellent work. Thanks for focusing on this.
Eat my whole ass, Billy.
I mean, the whole thing is just a payoff right there. Fuck off and eat my ass, Billy. But anyway, Jose went on to never ever work again. But anyway, that was a follow up to the Jose Billy video. Now we're gonna get into Seagal soon, but first I just want to play a few things that I've been tinkering with during the week. I saw somebody did this, right?
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
Now I can't take credit for that. That wasn't me. I do like the choice of clip they've used.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
So it did inspire me to then go and do my own one. Now, just so you guys know, here is the images of Seagal that I created as a baby. Tell me that's not pretty damn awesome, yeah? Tell me that does not look like, even the outfit, he's got the fat martial arts outfit going on. There's a few different ones, as you can see. They're not all the same, but they're all very much got the same hairstyle going. Same kind of look. So I took inspiration from that, and I made this little chestnut. Where are we? I called it Fatty.
I love the martial arts. They are my life. Many people consider me, one of the great masters in my own field. And many people probably think I'm an idiot that, doesn't know anything. So it's everybody's opinion. All I can say is everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Tell me Seagal, baby Seagal, is not adorable in all of his fatness. I mean, personally, I think it's adorable. In all of his little chubby movements, it looks, it's just like him. It is just like him. So what happened, Zig? He hit my car while I was trying to get into it, nearly cut my left hand off. Then my mum got angry at the dude with the heat, the sweat, and the pain. I got so freaking angry that oh, damn, okay, well, this guy's a dick. Did you know this guy, or is he just a dick? That guy, I'll tell you what, that guy's lucky baby Seagal wasn't there to just fuck this guy up. He's lucky. Look at that face on baby Seagal if he was there. But I hope you're all right, Zig. All joking aside, mate. I hope you're all good. And let's hope justice takes effect. But anyway, baby Seagal. All right, sweet. Well, no, that's all right as long as you're all good. Like I said, luckily baby Seagal wasn't there to use his little fat chubby hands and kick the shit out of him. Last night I was talking about your AI videos and how goddamn funny they are. Shout out to Porchman. Oh, well, that's good. Well, I appreciate that, Porchman, whoever that is. I don't know who Porchman is, but shout out to Porchman. I appreciate the love of the alleged love from Humongous. I think he was talking about wasn't someone you mentioned talking about AI, but anyway, using space ice. Now, the important stuff. All right, we're gonna get into They Live. So what I've done with They Live. What's going on here? Why is this not working? What the fuck, man? So what I did was I put together a little compilation of just interesting things about the movie. I should probably actually do a poll and see how many of you buggers have actually seen the movie. But before we get into They Live, we're going to get into Segalism. Now, how many... Oh, actually, it's probably a stupid question, isn't it? Have you seen They Live? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, yes or no answer. Those of you that have seen it will probably know. In the meantime, we'll just watch this.
I can do it hard, bro.
They're like Sparta. This is Sparta. Don't it? We know.
I mean, you barely tapped the little fella.
I can do it hard, bro.
They're like Sparta. This is Sparta. Don't it? We know.
Well, I don't know why. There's just something funny about I've only seen it a dozen times. So most of y'all have seen it. Okay, I guess the demographic is probably suitable for for where we're at. The alley fight scene. Everyone talks about the alley fight scene. It is a good fight scene. It's very realistic. I've got the shirt. Is there a They Live shirt? Kat, how are you, love? What's going on? Is there a Hey They Live shirt? Is there? I wasn't aware. I did not know. Okay, anyway. My original poll earlier about Sagi Segura was for a reason. He's got a TV show on Netflix called Bad Thoughts. I hadn't seen it. I had heard about it, and I did watch an interview. I should probably play this first, actually. That'd be a better idea. Sit tight, my friends, while I chuck this bad boy on. Where are we? All right.
I really
So this is Tom Segura talking about his TV show with, I don't know, some lady.
love the Steven Seagal. I was laughing my ass off watching that show.
He
One,
won't.
because I don't like the guy, but
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't. You're not alone.
where did that idea come from?
I've been making fun of his ass for over a dozen years. I feel like there's nobody that's probably earned it more than Seagal. I mean, what's funny is, you know, I've been on a bunch of different sets over the years, and every time there's like a stunt coordinator and you bring up his name, it's just crazy.
We are the pause. You're right, Buck. We're the loser pause, the poor losers.
Because most people on sets, if you bring up a celebrity, they'll just say something nice about them. Just like the politics of, you know, of the way it goes. They don't badmouth people. People are like elated to talk trash about Steven Seagal.
He's not wrong. They are very much excited to talk trash about Steven Seagal. All right, now, unfortunately, the timing of my lavatory breaks hasn't been great, so I'm going to go for a piss. You guys have never heard of Tom Segura? Okay, well, he's one of Joe Rogan's little homeboys. That's why. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, but I'm going to play this in the meantime. I'm going to play something for you guys in the meantime, just to keep you occupied while I go and do pee-pees. Again, I think I've got some fresh faces in the audience, so I might just chuck on. Let's go with the official. No, actually, you know what? Let's go with Under Siege 3. All right, this goes for about 2:57. That should be enough for me to pee and come back.
Seen him sit and slap. You've seen him sit and seduce, and you've seen him sit and simply exist. But now, after 2 decades of assaulting Russian buffets and tongue wrestling Vladimir Putipoot, he's back. Casey Baby Back Ribs returns to sit, eat, and fuck his way to justice.
Let me tack up.
After years of living his best life, eating KFC buckets all day, Sensei Thunder Thighs gets a wake-up call, a nightmare beyond his wildest butter sweat-soaked dreams. Cookies are illegal.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because now, I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Extremely angry, but even lazier, Seagal ain't standing up just yet. First, he's got to get up from his reinforced chair, take a deep breath, and remember why the fuck he is doing all of this.
I love the fuck out of cookies.
With America's snack supply under attack, Casey Babyback must infiltrate the enemy. Deep cover. His disguise, a black police officer.
That's your baby? Where mama? How did mama let him go? Hi, mama. Don't come too hard when you get home. So why did talking like that?
His mission, find the good shit. And once he finds it, this big bone bulldozer will hoover it up like an industrial strength vacuum cleaner with stupid sunglasses.
I went in the house, I smoked the crack,
But it won't be easy, because standing in his way is his own gut, an army of haters, type 2 diabetes, and women who refuse to pay the debts they owe him.
Yeah, now you're Mr. Good Pussy.
Armed with his legendary Aikido wrist flicks and the undeniable sex appeal of a bloated ham, he must navigate a world where everyone, including random strangers and fellow celebrities, want to kiss him at every opportunity.
But it might could be an illusion.
And while Seagal battles obesity, lawsuits, and the Earth's gravity, he will also confront his biggest foe yet, a mirror.
Asshole alert. You're a piece of shit. And I'm ashamed of you.
Will we finally get the answers we seek? The time has come. The world must know what the fuck is going on with that hair.
Anybody seen Richie? Huh?
And yes, Richie, we've all heard of Richie. We all know what he did to Bobby Lupo. But why? Why, damn it? But some secrets are only for Vlad's ears.
Vladimir Putin.
Stephen Triple Chin Seagull is Casey Babyback Ribs in Under Siege 3. Too Fat, Too Flatulent, coming soon.
All right, now I'm not going to go so far as to say that's better than some of the movies that are out there, but it is. Anyway, sorry about that. It was a bit of an extended PP, and I had to fill up my drink. But I have returned. All right, now some of you guys have no idea who the fuck Tom Segura is, which is great. My son doesn't remember. That's all right, Plague Man. You got to do what you got to do, brother. All good, my friend. We miss you around here, but it's all right. It's an old video. All right, the dude's making that's an old video. I can tell you this much. I've made no more videos of people making out, dudes making out in yeah, I've made no more videos of dudes making out. All right, relax. And the only ones that make out are people with Seagal. Yeah, I saw that as well. I heard that story. I don't know if it's true or not, but anyway. Now, Tom Segura, who, again, I don't find overly funny. He's got his moments. Did a TV show called Bad Thoughts, where essentially he just does a bunch of stupid shit that comes into his head. Well, it's funny you say that, Dino, because you will get some titties at the end of They Live. If anyone's seen They Live, you know how the movie ends, and I've included that clip for you all. So you do get it's a great ending. It is, really. Now, we're gonna get into Sensei Seagal right now. This, I gotta admit, is pretty damn awesome. Well, there you go, Dino. There's a bit of a shout out to your childhood, mate. Buffy the Vampire Slayer's on there. Yes, he's Buffy the Vampire Slayer's in there now. I mainly come here for the erotic AI. That shirt is now in your favorite convo, in your Patreon convo, favorite Big Daddy moments. All right, I'll check it out. The running was hilarious. I love that as well. That's why I thought it was great. But I love how they've got Buffy in here interviewing now. All of those things are accurate, by the way. He's often a doctor, special X forces, and makes out with hot women. Donnie, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Ernesto, how are you, mate? Buffy's a good her name. Yeah, it is. Fake. A real Seagal movie would be something that Sensei could be like. Steven Seagal is hard to kill. Steven Seagal is fat as fuck. Steven Seagal is hard to fuck. That might be a good one. Hard to fuck. Don't come too hard, mama. Okay, for starters, he's eating grapes. We'll get back to that in a second. He's eating grapes. There is no chance he'd be eating grapes. I think they really missed a great opportunity. See, this is where Tom Segura doesn't know Seagal enough. If I had the money, the studio backing, I could make an awesome Seagal mockumentary. Honestly, I would destroy this shit. But he would not be. They missed an opportunity to have him eating fucking cookies, man. He could be eating cookies right now in this fucking scene. If they had him eating a choc chip cookie with crumbs falling on his, oh my god, he just missed an opportunity. Tom, why didn't you call me first, mate? Why the fuck? I love how he's just waving the stick side to side. He's not actually doing anything, right? He's just waving the stick side to side. That's not. That is. I do love. She looks young enough to qualify. She's actually doing all right, man. She's got to be in her 40s or 50s, right? Sarah Michelle Gellar. She looks quite youthful. I know they put makeup and shit, but she's doing all right. How old do you reckon she is? Let's have a guess. How old do you reckon Buffy is, guys? Before I Google it, how old do you reckon Buffy is? Chuck a guess in the comments. Chuck a guess. What do you mean that is not Buffy, man? It's Sarah Michelle Gellar. Why is everyone saying it's not fucking Buffy? It's Buffy. Not the movie Buffy, but the series Buffy. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Why does no one think it's Buffy? It's fucking Buffy. See, Buffy's right there. And then, where are we? No, too far. That is the same woman. All right, that's the same goddamn woman. Buffy. It's Buffy. It's Buffy. All right. Anyway, how old is she? 48. Who guessed? What do we got? 46, 44. Good guess, Buck. You're the closest without going over. Buffy chunky these days. Come on, man. She's 48. What do you want her to do? Look 16 forever? She's still bangable. Exactly right, Cliff. It's goddamn Buffy, man. Why does everyone think that is not Sarah Michelle Gellar?
The greatest.
Are we really? Okay? We have to find this out now. Let's see if she's in movies and TV shows. I don't know if she'd be on. I don't know if she'd be credited yet. All right, let's see what it says. Is Sarah Michelle Gellar in Bad Thoughts? I don't know how to find it. No, that's talking about sexy stuff. It's goddamn okay. All right. We're doing a goddamn poll. It's not it's her, bro. It's definitely her. Why does it? It's 100% her. This is the greatest fun ever. This is the greatest one ever. Is that Sarah? Is that Buff? Actually, we'll just go Buffy. We're just gonna go. Is that Buffy? I don't care if you Googled it, humongous. What does Google know? Google knows nothing. Google knows nothing. It's Buffy. All right. We're polling. Everyone's going no. It's Buffy. I'm standing by my Buffy claim. What's great about this is creating so much controversy in the chat. It's lovely. It's definitely from Scooby-Doo. I like your attitude, Drew. I like your attitude. If that's Buffy, then I'm Steven's. Steve, what are you doing in the chat, mate? It's not her voice. Joker, what's going on, mate? How are you, brother? Joker, do you think that's Buffy or not? Do you think that's Buffy? Do you think that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer? What do you reckon, Joker? Dino knows the deal. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if she's Buffy or not. It just matters that she qualifies. Okay, can we agree that she looks like Buffy? Okay, let's just say it's not her for whatever reason. We're all just saying it's not her. And let's just say it's not her. All right. Even though I think it would be her. Do we think that it looks like Buffy? What does look at the eyes mean? It looks exactly like goddamn Buffy. Where's the picture of Buffy before? I mean, tell me it doesn't look like her. She's got the same kind of goofy nose and shit. Maybe like a slightly smaller nose, kind of. Kind of Buffy-like. Just saying. She looks a bit like Buffy. Maybe slightly less annoying eyes. But they're very similar. Anyway, who gives a fuck? We're gonna move on. We got way too. It looks like Maggie Gyllenhaal. We can't bring Maggie Gyllenhaal into the mix now. We got way too sidetracked. Well, okay, 2 pictures side by side. The best I can do for you, I can't put a picture of us. I can do this for you. I mean, I can give you. There you go, side by side. That's the best I can do for you. Anyway, who gives a fuck? We got way sidetracked because of a Sarah Michelle Gellar lookalike. We're here for Seagal, not for the Gellar lookalike. Though Sarah Michelle Gellar back in the day, was hot. Buffy. It's interesting. You type in Buffy, she comes up. Anyway, different nose. Yeah, well, plastic surgery, man. Who knows? Anyway, anyone notice him wheel over in his little fat scooter in the background? Watch the background. See him wheeling over in his fat, right? Which is a bit of a throwback to the. But we all know that he would not drop donuts. Are they cookies? I think they're cookies. Are they cookies there? What do you reckon on the table? I also bet you that Tom Segura did as many takes of this as possible, just so he can make out with a young hot chick, because, he's not going to be making out with young hot chicks at all. Let's be real. But this is fucking acting I've ever seen me do. It's like, that's got to be a reference to, that's the best script I've ever read. Who wrote it? Awesome. Even though I don't love Tom Segura, I thought that was pretty damn good. Especially the way he represented Seagal in his maximum fatness right there. I watched episode 1. This is from episode 2. I did watch episode 1 where he plays a hitman that shits his pants. Right now, I don't know if that's a bit of a throwback to Seagal as well. Porch man, what's going on? You just got referenced by Humongous mentioned your name earlier. What's happening, mate? You're fresh over here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Seagal either. Tom Segura either, but I'll give him that. So everyone seems to know this Porch gentleman. How are you, Porch gentleman? I better look you up, mate. You seem to be popular in the ranks here. What's going on here? Did you say West Gippsland? Fred, how are you, mate? West Gippsland. Down in Australia, eh? The Porch man. All right, there's Mr. Porchman here. What's going on, bruv? Oh, he's got some Seagal as the headline there. Fair enough. You've inspired me, Sensei. Time for dispensary trip and Seagal movies. Nice. Yes. Get some dispensary trip going, mate. You do a video of all the women that has received the Sensei ballsack blessings. You mean in movie form, Emmanuel, or in real world shit? Because in real world, it's a little bit different than movie world. In movie world, he's touched a lot of hot women. In the real world, he's also touched a lot of hot women, but not necessarily consensually. Allegedly. I say allegedly. I'll say allegedly. All right. Now, what do we got here? Let's just have a quick look at what we got up my sleeve here. Okay, so we've got, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what this is, but I labeled this guy as Dick Tickler. That's his name for this file, so he must be a bit of a douchebag. Steven Seagal said true things that made losers mad. Now they constantly try to drag his name through the mud. Like with this fake-ass video on a fake YouTube channel. First of all, he's calling us fake. We're not fucking fake. It's like they put a media hit out on him. Right? Which sounds exactly what Seagal said, by the way. I said, it is true. I have been paid millions of dollars to attack him. High priority asset. Dicks. How are you, Joker? How is your tooth pain, mate? I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard much from you lately, but I hope the tooth pain's been taken care of. I know you had a little bit of it done, but I hope you get some relief soon. Yeah, Humongous, I'm a fake YouTube. Apparently, I'm a fake YouTube channel. So, yeah. All right. Now, like I said, I didn't finish my They Live music review. What I normally do is I kind of just make a compilation of stuff that I find funny, and then I build the movie review off that. So I do have that there. So I'll give you guys a choice. Do you want to, yeah, you've been watching a fake channel all this time. Do you want to watch the Bullshido video about those twin douchebags, or do you want to watch do you want to go through They Live and have a bit of a laugh at some quality scenes? All right. What y'all want to watch now? They Live clips, movie, Bullshido video new. All right, so we're going to put it to a poll because that's what we do. We put things to polls. We do polls for polls. I don't know what the fuck that is there. So anyway, I haven't got a shitload of little. We might as well just go through these now. We've seen Patty anyway. We've only got like 3 or 4 of these things. Okay, so this girl is possibly the greatest ever. I don't know if she's putting it on, but this is happening.
Is a neurological involuntary motor and vocal disorder. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Fuck you, Chris. Go fuck yourself, Chris. Lick your baby mean and blow up your ass. On your own biscuit, fat ass. That have told me that my parents. And
now, I don't really like Chris Coma. I think he's a dick anyway. But the fact that she told him to fuck off, blow it out his ass and shit just made me laugh even
is
more.
A neurological involuntary motor and vocal disorder. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Fuck you, Chris. Go fuck yourself, Chris. Lick your baby mean and blow up your ass. On your own biscuit, fat ass. That have told me that my parents.
He's laughing too, so I'll give him that. Anyway, so while we're just waiting for the poll to get some numbers in, all right, we're doing quite well. So They Live. Okay, I like it. People are really into They Live. I might do a video about this, right? So I might do a new video about this. This is a sport.
Defender, ready!
This is the thing that Kiwis and Australians do, just so you guys know. Has anyone heard of this in the crowd? Any Kiwis or Aussies in the crowd? Do you know about this? It's called Run It Straight. And literally they just run at each other like bulls.
Now Lutalava's turn to carry the pill. Here we go. Run it! Oh, yeah.
That is it.
Tulapaki is out on his feet.
That is the fucking sport, by the way.
So far from his feet.
These are like 120 kilogram islanders, yeah, and these guys are built shit trucks. Like brick shit trucks.
Now Lutalava.
Brick shit houses, big shit trucks.
Lava's turn to carry the pill. Here we go. Run it! Oh, yeah.
Run it. No one's running, mate. He's going to sleep.
Oh.
And actually, I looked up a few of these things, and there's a lot. Like, there's a lot. Short shorts, whatnot. Yeah, it is. We are. Yeah, you're not wrong, Kat. We are. They're rugby players. That's what rugby players. Yeah, they are rugby players for the most part. This is also going to get a mention. This is also going to get a mention soon. This is like, I mean, you know, I'm obviously going to make this into a Bullshido videos at some point. All Blacks doing the haka. Yeah. So that's going to get a mention at some point. And then this is the last video. This is just to prove that, you know, being a dick is contagious. Stupidity is contagious, you know. You can't fix stupid. People are like I said, stupidity is contagious. All right, Zulu shit. Yeah, it is. It's like African fucking initiation trials or something. But they beat the shit out of each other with sticks. So all right, now I'm gonna go fuck, man. So the seal's been broken, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a rough night in terms of lavatory breaks. So what we're gonna do. I'm just thinking what I'm gonna put on while I go for a quick slasheroo. I'll tell you what, we're gonna start with deploy the piss bucket. I should just bring, you know what? I probably could just put it under the table, right? Because you guys can't see under the table, can you? Right? If I just put a piss bucket under the table, I could just piss in the bucket and no one would even know. You know, it's kind of piss jugs are handy. They are. I tell you what. Back in the day, I used to work in for a little bit. I used to work in what was it? Fucking road work, yeah, like road construction. And sometimes you couldn't take a piss, so there was no toilet. So I would just go to my car and get a Powerade bottle, right? Because you got to have a Powerade Gatorade bottle, so you got that nice big fucking lip. You can't be doing a water bottle. And I'd be pissing in into the Powerade bottle because you couldn't find a toilet. Sometimes it wasn't nighttime. If it was nighttime, you could go and piss in the bushes, right? But when you're in the middle of a road and there's nowhere else around, you just go to your car and you piss in the goddamn bottle. And I have the bladder of an 80-year-old man, so I was like, that Powerade bottle, that Gatorade bottle, was being emptied a lot. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go. I'll tell you what. I just want to play you one part of the new Bullshido clip because we're probably not gonna have time to watch that as well. I just want to play you. No, I won't play it actually. All right, I'm gonna play Paul. I'm gonna put the Paul song on when I go for a piss because I really need to go.
There's a man in the dojo with a stash so fine, clean jeans and a white shirt. He's one of a kind. He stands by the master with a heart so true, taking every strike, every kick like only Paul can do. No attitude, no faces, just respect in his eyes. A pillar of patience under every battle cry. He's the unsung hero, the calm in the storm. Paul's the greatest assistant in any form. Oh, Paul, the man with the plan, the greatest assistant, the exemplary man, with his thick black stash and his spirit so grand. Paul's a legend forever in our martial arts land. When the the master demonstrates. Paul's always there, taking every punch, every throw without a care.
All right, Paul, that's enough of you. Sorry, Paul, I love you, but we've got more important fish to fry. Like, they live at the moment. Paul can piss in a bucket without even... Paul doesn't even need to piss. He's a god. The pee just flows out of his body into the ether. That's how Paul rolls. He's got that godlike shit going on. Anyway, just gonna finish up. All right, let's watch. We're gonna go through They Live. All right, so I've just highlighted some of the clips that I found interesting. Now, for those of you that don't understand what this movie's about, it's pretty much a documentary. Whoever said that earlier, you're not wrong. It is a documentary about. Oh, I got sidetracked. I don't know if we should. All right. I was going to play the game first, but we'll play the game after. It's a documentary about how the world is pretty much full of zombies that consume, watch TV. There's a secret people running the world behind the scenes. Yeah, it was made in 1988. Put on your shades. Look. If honestly, after watching the movie and listening to some of the speeches that they give, it all holds true 37 years later. You might even argue it's more relevant now than it ever was back then. There's a lot of movies like that, 1984, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of movies that touch true, and this is one of them. I mean, this guy here, he's just watching the TV screen like a zombie. That's the first point they nail home. I also just wanted to make a point of how handsome. Can we all agree? All right, well, let's just go there. Can we all agree that Roddy Piper had the greatest hair? Who has better hair? Triple R, Roddy Piper, MacGyver. So this has got to be a dilemma that was happening back then. I mean, it's a rough choice, but Piper's got some awesome hair. Now I can't play the whole movie, obviously, because I'll get copyright struck every 5 seconds. Because it is an official movie. So I've just chosen clips that I thought were interesting, funny, relevant, all that kind of shit, yeah? Because my movie review is coming tomorrow or the day after, depending on when it gets finished. Sploosh. Roddy Piper. I don't know, man. Richard Dean Anderson had some pretty awesome hair back in the day. You know? Just for those of you that don't remember, MacGyver. I just want to show you MacGyver's hair so you can see. There's MacGyver's hair, yeah. Let's not forget that MacGyver had some pretty awesome hair too. He had some thick, luscious hair going on. The Seagal's hair is number one. All right, anyway.
All I ever have to do is be famous. People watch me and they love me.
I mean, that pretty much sums up people today. Everyone wants to be an internet influencer or a celebrity. I think celebrity, not so much right now. People realize that Hollywood, a bunch of douchebags. But everyone wants to be like a celebrity an influencer. Which basically means they want to feel important. They want people to kiss their ass and they want to be rich. I think that's what it means.
And I never grow old. And I never die.
All right, ladies. This is for you ladies out there. There's no reason for him to be shirtless in this scene because nobody else is. But there's bloody good reason for this guy cops it too. Look at that. Look at all this liquid coming out right now. Like, come on, lady. Come on. Like, strain it. Don't be a lazy bitch. I love Hot Rod. Cigar from the future serving food. Cigar ain't serving food. He'd be eating food. Which, speaking of eating food, that's all Roddy Piper does, right? He's just chowing down. It's funny you mentioned that, Craig, because I thought I remember seeing him prancing around in a Scottish dress, but the dude's Canadian. He's Canadian. Can I get a happy birthday shout out to Cody? Cody, happy birthday. I'm assuming it's a gentleman, mate. Happy birthday, Cody, or female mate or male mate, but happy birthday, Cody. Have a good Sunday, my friend. So say a few Hail Senseis, cigars. That'll get you on the right track, and hope you get whatever you want, mate. Scottish roots. I don't know if he's got Scottish roots. Does anyone know about Rowdy's history? Is Roddy Piper Scottish? So although he was Canadian, he was billed as coming from Glasgow. Okay, so he does have Scottish heritage, apparently. He has Scottish heritage. There we go. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay, so he came from Canada to... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, then he needed something, I guess.
Steel mills were laying people off left and right.
He's just stuffing his food, stuffing face in his mouth
Finally
here.
went under.
Like he's literally just eating.
We gave the steel companies a break when they needed it. Know what they gave themselves? Raised.
Actually, thank you, Fred. Appreciate it, brother. It's funny you mentioned that. I was at the supermarket, right, in one of the complexes here the other day, and they had Coles brand, bro. They had Coles brand jam, yeah, strawberry jam. Dino, you'd know what I'm talking about as well, and Fred. They had Coles brand jam for like $9, yeah. Coles brand, you know those rice crackers, the Coles brand rice crackers. They were like $3.50, man. It's because it's Australian, even though it's Coles brand, which is like our shitty brand over there. It's like it's charging like a ridiculous amount. Those Coles cookies you can buy, those double chocolate cookies, I think they were like $6 a box. Anyway, Roddy loves the fuck out of eating. He did eat some piece of bread right here. Where is it? I don't know why he's very happy with himself here. I just found this scene where he's very happy with himself. Also, the extras in the background, this guy's just laying around playing with his dick. He's got his hand on his crotch. I found that interesting. Sensei's to go. Roddy Piper mullet or JCVD hard target mullet? Whoa. That's a tough one because you see, it's all about context. Roddy Piper's mullet was, end of the world, free the world from slavery kind of mullet. Van Damme was, I'm being hunted by people. I'm a badass French dude. I'm wearing jeans and doing the splits kind of mullet. So it's kind of apples and oranges. It's like when people ask about, who's the greatest at whatever. It's different. It's a different era. But if I had to go with one, I can't say Seagal because that's just blasphemy. But I don't know. I'd say Roddy kind of I don't know. He looks more legitimate. It looks like he'd sport this 24/7, not just for a movie. So I'm going to give it to Roddy. Exactly right, Craig. It's the blue collar mullet. Roddy's got the blue collar mullet. That's what it is. But he's very happy with himself here. I don't know why, but he's very smug. And this guy is doing nothing with his crotch out. Looks like it was just Rowdy looking like that.
Hey, buddy.
He looks a little more psycho when it's just him.
Didn't even go to Lama's class. I told her, for yourself and for the baby. Go!
That I put in there because that bitch just fucking annoys me. It is an actual movie, yes. I can't play the whole movie, Ernesto, because of the copyright factor. But this bitch here just annoys me.
Baby, go!
Go! I don't know why, but if I were there, I just want to slap her. I know it's just a movie, but I'd want to slap that bitch.
She served blue corn tortillas. It's so dated.
What the fuck are blue corn tortillas? Right, blue corn tortillas, and why were they dated in 1988? Does anyone know the answer to that question, by any chance? Blue corn tortillas. And why they're homemade with blue corn flavor and our world's better than the store. Okay. So what's the problem with blue corn tortillas? Can anyone tell me? How are you, Diana? Good to see you, dear. You're all right. You're not too late. You're only now. You're you're halfway there. It's all good. Anyway, these people are having to go at blue corn tortilla, and I don't like it.
Excuse me.
Okay, this is where it gets good.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957.
Now, I'm not sure what that means. You look like your head fell in the cheese dip back in 1967 or 57. I can't remember what he said.
Just survive. You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957.
Yeah, so 1957, all right, which was 31 years ago. So he's very specific. You were close, Slappy. Props to you, mate. You were close. Don't worry. That's an interesting line, though. I don't know if he made that up. I'm not sure if he came up with it himself, but I like the formaldehyde face. Yeah, sometimes I forget why I put these clips in and the point of why I add them into these compilations. I think this one I purely did just to highlight Roddy's, just his dreaminess right here. There is a part in the movie review where he takes his sunglasses off. He pulls a bit of a Ryan Reynolds from Deadpool, where he goes, "Really, guys? Come on." You know, why he doesn't wear a mask. But yeah, Roddy's just looking sultry and brooding right here. I think that's why I put it in.
So you bastards die just like we do.
So anyway, the coppers attack him, right? Because they're aliens. They all know he's an alien at this point. Sorry, they all know that he knows they're aliens because you can see with those sunglasses. No one knows where he got them. All right, Kat, take it easy, love. I will do. Do you want me to have a look at it now? I can have a look now. See if I can find it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see it. Oh, that's a They Live shirt. Nice. Roddy and the Aliens. I like it. Awesome. Anyway, have a good night, Kat. Take it easy. What are we talking about? Studies being done by what? How do we get into studies? Okay. Oh, okay. DMT is supposed to be awesome, though. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories about it. Anyway, back off topic. He ends up shooting the coppers, right? Because he can. And then he stumbles into a bank with a shotgun. He takes the shotgun bullets from the copper. We never really explain where he gets that that little thing across his chest. There's a few things that don't get explained in this movie, actually, and we'll get to that a bit later. But it doesn't matter because, you know, it's hardly supposed to be an accurate movie.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now, as everybody knows, that line was improvised, allegedly, by Roddy. And I believe him because he has no reason to lie. Why would Triple R lie to us? There's no need for Triple R to lie. Sounding like Joe Rogan. Yeah. He said the line, yeah. So I didn't know that was such an infamous. I didn't know it was such an infamous line. I only knew the line from Dazed and Confused, to be honest with you, where he says, "I came here to drink beer and kick some ass." Well, it looks like we're almost out of beer. I didn't know it actually came from this. Duke Nukem. Did Duke Nukem use it too? Really? Joey B. Tunes is awesome. I like Joey B. Tunes. I'll have to check it out. I mean, Joey B. Tunes would give me a lot of great footage to make videos about and just mock the shit out of people because I've seen some of his stuff. I used to watch his channel quite a bit back in the day. Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem was great. I thought Duke Nukem's main line was "Shake it, baby, shake it." When he went to the strip club, that's what I do. Shake it, baby, shake it. Anyway, they all there's no seems to be any gunfire anywhere, but he
Mama don't like tattletales.
I don't know if he came up with that line either. Mama don't like tattletales. No,
and kick ass.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Now, again, not as cool a line, but still, you know, passable. Yeah, shake it, baby. Can you join the Discord? Of course you can, mate. There should be a link somewhere. I don't know how to find it. Give me a sec. No, that's not it. I'm guessing it's probably that. I'll try that, mate. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try that for the Discord. The one-handed shotgun use. He does, but he does some one-handed shooting later that's very Seagal-like glowing when they're in the alley. We'll get to it later. But and then this happens. This is my favorite scene in the movie. He shoots down this drone thing, right? You see all these pieces flying around, but just watch. there was like one piece that fell. So all these pieces are flying off. And then like literally no pieces fall. Maybe one, just one here.
Beat your feet.
All right. Now, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a poll right now. We're doing a poll. I gotta go for a quick pee break again. Sorry, lads and ladies. But we're gonna do a poll while I'm gone. All right. Do you find this lady attractive? Now, this is going to be a bit of a contentious one. Now, I'll be back in a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Occupy yourselves while I go and pee. Again, camera off. I'm in my jocks. Occupy yourself. Occupy yourselves. Right, my apologies for that. It's amazing, right? Last week on stream, I don't think I pissed at all. But this week, I think I did. I pissed like 3 times so far. It's amazing. Like last week, I was good to go. I was fucking blasting out. Anyway, back to the lady. Now, what do we vote on? What's the vote going? We're going 50-50. Here's the thing about this lady, right? She somehow manages to be sometimes attractive, but sometimes really unattractive. Masculine and feminine at the same time. It's a very, very, and ugly and hot. It's very strange. Now, what do we got? What are the people in the? Is it female? It is. It's female. And then these two dudes here. I mean, I don't need to put a vote on this, but her eyes look like she's trying to give you a high interest loan. It's not. You're not wrong, Yolanda. You're not wrong. When she was younger, yeah. Now we know where Neil Breen gets his inspiration after how many beers. This is why I love this shit. Pee out the window, okay? Eye color. She was Evil Lynn in the He-Man movie, was she? Is it female? She almost looks like a dude in drag to me. Exactly right. How dare you would you Max? Before I entered the DMT realm, I did a bunch of research on what to expect because my mentor wanted to do it before he died. Okay, that's off topic. We won't hump her, I guess. Never realized that before. Good eye. She'd get it, no problem. Would bang her. Not really into that 80s style. Okay. She has a pulse. So yeah, she's okay. Don't go there, mate. Okay. Yeah, these dudes are definitely banging each other, but yes. She was in a He-Man film. Okay. The thing is, I think it's her giant head. I don't know what it is. I think it's got a big ass head for her body. Cut it all. No. Okay. That wasn't cut at all. That was him the whole way, by the way. I don't know about the whole way, but that was him rolling. Not fake eyes. You don't reckon she got contact lenses going on? They didn't have colored contact. That's her real eye color you're saying right there? It is a powerful jawline. I'll have to find out what this bird's name is. I can't remember. They live. Okay, cast was Meg Foster. Her name is Meg Foster. Damn, she looked pretty hot when she was young, though. Oh, Meggie. Bangable back in the day, eh? What do you reckon, lads? Old Meg back in the hippy-dippy days. Old Meggie. Anyway, she's got pretty awesome eye colors. I don't know if they're contact lenses. No, they're real. That's some trippy eye color. But anyway, she looked hotter back in the day, old Meggie.
No, I'm all right.
Strong Aryan woman.
Look, you crazy mother.
Look, you crazy mother. This is what. Okay, so the fight scene. Everyone knows about the fight scene, obviously. Okay. Allegedly, according to John Carpenter, this fight scene was supposed to be short, but these guys took it to ridiculous levels. I could have played. I did play. Actually, I pretty much did play the whole fight scene, but I cut out the bits where they're just rolling around. So I just put all the fighty bits in. Yeah, the nut shots, man. I was thought about that. I was like, damn. Even if he was like not even hitting full on, he'd be scraping a little bit of nut and dick, right? So it'd still hurt, Buck. It would still hurt a bit. Yeah, so I played it. Okay, so everyone says that about Eva. She played Evil Lynn in He-Man. Like, do you mean He-Man the cartoon? Is that what we're saying? Because who cares if she played the cartoon? That doesn't mean anything to me. But I want to know what movie she was in. Anyway, she has a cock, dude. And I wonder what this shit means. I'm guessing this has some kind of meaning, but
Go ahead.
so they changed their glasses for contact lenses. Probably like $10. Near enough. Near enough. It's a great name though, Near Enough. I mean, if you say it like an Aussie, it means near enough, you know, like near enough instead of near enough. Now, this is how you know people don't know how to put contact lenses in. Because I do wear contact lenses. And they cut the scene. They don't even show them putting it because people don't like touching their eyes. I guarantee you they don't like touching their eyes. Portugal, I pay like two US. This dude's paying $2 for a beer. Wow. £6 in Glasgow. 8 and 10 in London. That's nasty.
Most of us just sell out right away.
Yeah, now I feel like they're taking a bit of a dig at everybody right here. It's accurate, but I feel like they're taking a bit of a dig at everybody. He's pulling a bit of a facial there. Alto, don't worry, my friend. All good. Don't stress. Good fella. Aussies and Canucks are both hard motherfuckers in jet. Well, listen, the Aussie, look, I don't want to shit on Aussies, but you know, you learn a lot during times like, you know, COVID and stuff when people are ratting out their neighbors. So, I think anyone can be hard or brave when it's necessary, and everyone can be a bitch when necessary too. Not everyone, but some people. I don't know too much about Canadians, Canucks, Canadians, I guess. But you know, best beer in the United States is Incarnation by Four Hands Brewery. That sounds like some kind of boutique shit. James Bogues. My cousin used to like James Bogues. And was it some? Isn't there some Squires or some shit? Or some ale? I don't know who drank that. I think my ex used to drink that. Some Squire, 1,000 Lashes or something. 1,000 Lashes. I don't drink beer, so I don't know too much about it. But anyway, Sam Adams. That's good, Craig. We don't like that on the East Coasters, but we do the same shit on the West Coast. What are we watching? We're watching They Live. We're just watching a few clips. The movie review's coming out soon. I've got a Bullshido, but I mean, I was going to release it tonight, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. I'll be honest with you. We'll watch it, and you guys tell me what you think. There's only really one scene in it that I kind of really love, and I'll just say that it involves Justin Bieber, but it was okay. It's all right. It's kind of, yeah. We'll get to it, but right now we're watching They Live. Okay. I point to anyone who recognizes the movie that came from. I got no idea what the fuck Rolling Rock is.
Your wristwatch has malfunctioned.
Anyway, there's a magical wristwatch that just makes people beam to places. These guys do a jumping high five because grown men do that shit, by the way, especially in the military, right? Is this Joker? Just out of curiosity, whenever and whoever else was in the military, when you guys got some good news over the radio, is this how you reacted? Did you do a jumping high five with your other military dudes out of curiosity? I'm pretty sure you didn't. There may have been some fist bumping, maybe some slaps across the face, but there probably wasn't like a jumping high five where you actually left the ground. Surely. Chubby chick down the road. Not once. Not once. I did. I didn't think so, but I just thought I'd ask.
How you doing, boys?
All right, now this guy here, right? This guy here sees them teleport in. Everyone else is wearing suits. Everyone else is dressed in very fancy gear. These guys are wearing like a flannel shirt, jeans, and some shit. And this guy rocks up as if he knows them. Can someone explain to me who this guy is? I'd love to know. Someone explain to me who the fuck is this guy? Because he makes out like he knows them. He's met them before. What bum? Which bum? Because I really was trying to figure who the fuck this guy was. Bum earlier in the movie. All right. I'll have to look out for that because I just honestly I went back and I couldn't see who the fuck this guy was. He was in the work camp with Nada. Yeah, see, I don't remember that. Hobo from earlier on, $1 Million Man. He's the architect from Matrix. Is he really the architect from Matrix? That's an interesting little off-topic thing. Yeah, I got Nada. I know who Nada is, but I don't remember this dude at all. Maybe I just didn't recognize him. But I was thinking, who the fuck was this guy? And why is he surprised if they're there if he's homeless as well? Then I don't get it. Fuck you, Space Ice. That's just random, but thank you. Thanks, Dino. I think I'll be on. I think on that note, I think Space Ice is going to ask me to come on for a little quiz trivia, Steven Seagal trivia next week. So that should be interesting. He was all dirty and hobo looking. So I don't remember this guy. Hold on a sec. Now I just have to find the fucker because. Okay, so no, I'll find it in my own time. I won't waste everyone's time looking for it now. But he could have been the architect. He kind of, who knows? This is 37 years ago, so he tells you why he's there. He took the money, he sold out, he joined. I know, but don't you have? You can't just join the bad guys go from homeless, or did he sell them out? Because I assumed it was the hot bird that gave away their location, right? Is that not what we're thinking? I assume that blue eyes, attractive woman, ugly lady, man, woman, was the one that sold out their location and was feeding the bad guys information, right? About that night. Or did this guy give him up at the encampment? He sold him out at the encampment. Is that the plan? I mean, the theory that this guy sold out. Okay, yeah, all right. Both, yeah, no, good point. Both, yeah. Fair point. Harold, fair point. People sell out every day.
Are you been recruited?
I got really annoyed because I had no idea who the fuck this guy was because he's talking about him like they're best friends. And I thought, who is this douche? But maybe I didn't recognize him. Remember when $1 Million Man took Virgil as a slave?
Welcome aboard.
Thank you for waiting, and we hope you have a pleasant trip.
Yeah, so there's like a teleportation device, just in case anyone was just wondering why there was just there's a teleportation device.
Thank you for waiting.
Also, that guy's smug and he smiles the whole way like he's getting his dick sucked by someone. He's constantly got that cheesy grin on his face like he's just getting a hand job.
You me. Be that much problem? You see them boys over there? Friends of mine. See you, boys.
So I'm not mocking it. I'm just saying it's all quite badass. We know when I watch this scene here, the first thing I thought is, I wonder if he accidentally kicked her. How many times he fucked up this take and kicked that lady. And no one questions why the ugly hot woman is just standing there. She's not scared at all. She's just standing there waiting for them. This pisses me off. I feel like the ending wasn't very tight, right? Can we all agree the ending was quite loose? Dino, we're getting to the ending, mate. Don't hold in, Dino. We're almost there. Trust me, you're going to appreciate the ending. I mean, I'm going to have to cut it out of the replay because I'll get demonetized and probably struck for it. But I'll get rid of it. But I'm just disgusted by the ending. I feel like they did a Lost and they just decided to cut it short. I mean, they just did Keithy like that. Why would you just destroy, just do Keithy? Why would you fucking dog Keith you like that, man? That's all I'm saying. He comes outside. He shoots her. She did deserve to be shot. All right, he shot her. By the way, there's a giant radar he has to shoot. He shoots that thing. They shoot him. All right. He then sticks his finger up at the camera. I didn't put that in. He sticks his finger up at the helicopter. Big explosion. All right. The signal's down, so now everybody, is not under illusions anymore.
To buy a sailboat as like shit. I'm out.
So they can see everybody. Aliens.
All the sex and violence on the screen.
Oh. It ended. Now, there you go, Dino. That was for you, mate. I thought you might appreciate that in color for the first time. That's the end of They Live. Again, my movie review is coming, so here, demonetized for sure. I'll have to. I'm not worried about the demonetization. I'm worried about the channel strike for nudity. Anyway, I'll remove it later. I'll blur it out later or whatever. It's right at the end, so it's easy to. What minute mark are we in now? We're at the hour and 37, hour and 40 minute mark. It's a good movie. Anti-consumerist, anti-establishment, anti-elitism. But yes, it's pretty appropriate. Those titties are fire. I thought everyone might appreciate the titties. Dino's gone silent. I'm guessing he's just rubbing a few out, but that's cool. That's cool, man. Do what you got to do. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. I think we've probably got time just to sneak in the latest Bullshido video. Everyone happy to just do that? We'll sneak in a quick Bullshido video while we're here. We did Bad Thoughts. Let's keep it real. Everything is real. Everything we do is real. It was a great movie. Honestly, it was great. All right, now. Well, I was born in '83 as well, Craggles. So, you look back on these things. I don't remember watching that at the time, but, you hear about these things and you watch it. All right, now, the latest Bullshido.
Twins.
It's a work in progress. I will say that. Like I said, I didn't love it. I don't have a great feeling about it. It doesn't feel the greatest to me. I don't know why is it so long? Okay. But anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to play it.
Exactly the same and behave similarly. Finish each other's sentences, that kind of weird stuff.
But we know that we are individuals, though.
Okay, I've got to ask you.
By the way, a little bit weird that it's very Australian heavy with the twins, but it just happened to work out that way.
Have you?
A lot of dudes have a hot twin sister fantasy, but not I, because I'm a classy bloke.
We're the world's most identical twins. And we're from Perth.
Bullshido is not immune from two globs of sperm that grow up to look like identical humans. These are the Zettler twins, and they've made their name, and obviously money, as the Systema twins, teaching people interpretive dance and how to flop around like a limp appendage.
Creative how you move. Move from the fist, move from the knee. Breathing inside your body. Every position, see if you can hit it. That power.
Breathing inside the body.
I don't know what the fuck that means, breathing inside your body, as opposed to what? Breathing outside your body? I mean, honestly.
These guys have been play fighting since they were kids and have mastered the art of diving and rolling to the Steven Seagal Aikido level.
Body. Oh, shorter and shorter.
I mean, it just reminds me of like two dudes that just, I don't even know. By the way, this is like 7 years ago. I mean, if I showed it now, he could barely move. I mean, what even was that?
things get really heated when this happens. You know, this, whatever this is, but it happened.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
It is. It's like softcore foreplay between two gay dudes.
Here's a move for those moments when you handshake your enemy mid-battle.
I mean, how many dudes are you just gonna eat when you're in the middle of a fight? When are you ever gonna do that? When are you ever just gonna grab each other's like for a Carl Weathers Schwarzenegger pose? I mean,
now the two spuds love to demonstrate their knife techniques, so I thought we'd take some time to explain how a knife actually works. A knife can cut you, slash you, and it doesn't stop being a weapon because you wave your hands. For example, slash slash, you're done for. Boom, you're done. He just slit your throat.
12 seconds later.
The dude just cut open your chest. You can't just wobble a knife attack away from your body. Double teaming a guy with your brother also doesn't make you tough. It just makes you right for a Diddy party.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Nobody said it was easy.
all right, now, I mean, you know, it might cause some controversy, that little joke there, even though Bieber said that nothing happened, but I couldn't resist.
Now, I am nothing if not fair. Make-believe world is fun, but let's see how many times he would have actually been slashed and hacked in the real world.
Alto, I am drinking scotch. Actually, I'm gonna go refill my glass while I play this. While you guys play a little compilation for you. Poor Bieber, indeed. All right. So this is. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna fill my drink. I'll be back.
Times he would have actually been slashed and hacked in the real world.
Stuff you see, get him this way and cut him here and do this. No, a dynamic of a knife attack would look like this. I'm gonna do a scenario with you, okay? This is how it's gonna look. Ready? What's going on, man? Fuck, I remember you, motherfucker. You wanna fuck with me? That's how fast it's gonna go.
Cue the Benny Hill music.
The thing is, I don't know what he thinks he's teaching him, but he's been killed about 1 million times already. Like, he's been killed numerous times. Cheers, my friends. I never. What was he even trying to do then? He was going for lunch. Dead.
Again, the reality of a knife attack is different than the make-believe world these guys live in. I'm ashamed to say that even my fellow Aussies sucked the system of sausage at one point, playing army in the bush with other almost definitely single men.
The guy's gonna just stop right now. Very tense. You have to escape now before.
I'd like to recommend.
They came to Australia, right? So this was in Australia in 2019. They came to Tasmania. Admittedly, they did come to Tasmania, Dino. So you know what that means. Fred also knows what that means. It's not really Australia. It's Tasmania. But they did come to Tassie, and they brought along this fella. Some of you might remember him. I don't know if y'all do, but he pops up a lot.
To my friends and to very good instructors.
Anybody recognize that face? That's
Cheers.
our man Vasily. a long-time Systema grifter who's appeared in previous videos. Bruv is literally slanging gardening tools as combat weapons nowadays.
So that, especially it's, when the people do uppercut, right? Yeah. So sometimes.
These are the people you want to learn this shit from, by the way. This is where you want to learn this shit from.
Everything is all included, your accommodation and your meals, and no experience is required and suitable for...
They actually prefer you don't have experience. It's far easier to scam an inexperienced idiot than an experienced idiot. The boys also do corporate gigs, because there's nothing more exciting than watching two fat morons touching each other repeatedly and making noises.
Seriously, this is like at a corporate function, right? I think so anyway. Otherwise, I'm not sure what's going on here. But they're all a bunch of ragtag knobs just sitting in the sitting in a group. Just no one looks like they know how to fight at all. Yeah, I see the Spetsnaz shovel, but it's designed a certain way to be a attack shovel, right? Isn't one side of it jagged, like a kind of like a bread knife, but not? Virgin idiots. Well, that's what I was kind of getting at, Ernesto. Something like that. I thought one side of it was supposed to be like a jagged kind of because I've seen them on like that show Alive where they have like military shovels where it's like a multi-purpose shovel. It works as like an axe and there's something else. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a military dude, but I'm sure I saw it on Alive. So the people have no idea what they're doing. This looks impressive, right? But literally, his brother the guy on the left is going to stab him. He just stabbed him. He's already dead. He just stabbed him. You didn't block it. And then it makes out like he's hitting him back. Again, stabbed again. Like he still stabbed him just because he punched him. It just annoys me. Why are people paying for this? I don't get it. And there's people going to these camps. It's not like there's nobody there. We should just start a Bullshido camp. We should just start a Bullshido camp. Get people to come because they're idiots. I mean, we're in Thailand, so they'll think it's got something to do with Muay Thai. Get them to come here and then film the whole thing, and that way we make money off them twice, right? We make money off them from being dickheads to come here, and then money off them on the views we're going to get mocking them. It just boggles my mind. All right, so he kicked his brother in the shin, and then that's a big deal. Everyone's going whoa ho 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 because he kicked his brother in the shin. So what? You can still stab him in the cock right now. Look, he's right there. His brother's cock's right there. He could stab his brother right in the dick. Right in the dick.
Is it possible to learn this power?
He's taking down two people now.
Especially with knife. As soon as you start to tense up, boom, it's a target. You give the tension to the person right away.
Now, tense or not, if someone stabs you, you're fucked.
Look, I get what he's saying, right? If you loosen yourself up and you're not so tense, you know, it's and you're not so tense, it won't, the target will be different. But if someone stabs you with a sharp knife, you're getting fucking stabbed, man. You can't wiggle your way out of it. When are you doing a video on Neil Breen? I have done a video on Neil Breen. It'll be another one coming soon, but there's I want to do Kickboxer first because I like that movie. And I can use Seagal in Van Damme's place a lot. Like that image that so many of you hated on the wall where I put Seagal's face on Van Damme dancing.
I'm not saying Systema is useless, but what I am saying is that the average person shouldn't waste their time on this shit. If someone has a knife, run.
Run, big brother, your life isn't hell.
Life isn't a movie, and it certainly won't end up like these idiots demonstrate. You will be slashed and hacked. People don't stop slashing just because you slap them or punch them. Your punch doesn't beat a knife. if you're a martial arts and self-defense champion and you want to try some new things, this makes sense.
I mean, the people in the background, they kind of look like they don't give a shit, but they still paid to be there. I wonder if they're regretting. The black dude looks like he's regretting paying money. Definitely regretting paying money. Take it easy, Glowing. Have a good night, my man. Thanks for coming as always, brother. Good to see you.
For the rest of you, get a gun, get some bear mace, try and escape every situation. If that doesn't work, then pray to fucking God you can get away, because this shit will not be helping. Thanks for watching today, legends. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor and hitting that like and subscribe button.
I am curious as to why. What's going on here? Oh, there's like a massive gap. That's a problem. I didn't even realize that. I wonder if it's the same on YouTube. I fucked up the upload. Oh, it is too. That's the problem. I'm going to fix that up. Damn, I was supposed to release that tonight. It doesn't matter anyway. But anyway, those are two douchebags. Like I said, it's not one of my favorite ones, but I don't know. I actually don't know where I'm going to go next after Kickboxer. I might do a video about experts. The topic of experts seems to be quite hot nowadays. And given that I'm an expert in Seagal, I might do a topic on that. I'm not sure. Weird combat sports is on the agenda, definitely. I think I might do a sexy sport one just to get a few cheap views, because it's an easy thumbnail to make with hot chicks on it. So there's a few random ones going. These are the shitty quick time events. I don't know what that means. During the FTX at the end of basics, position. That was it. I don't know what that means. I don't know. You guys, okay? There seems to be some army talk going on in the chat that I have no idea about. So we're just gonna skip over that. Yeah, see, the thing is, Cliff, there's only so many of those videos that are actually happening, right? Most of them are very old footage, and there's only so many of them that I can really do. I was thinking of more just progressing to the street. You know, people often like to see trendy athletes. Well, there's a transgender ninja. That she's going to get her own video soon. I think I've mentioned her before. Testosterone levels, training athletes is a great topic. It's not really a great topic anymore. Yeah, the Bullshido one that I'll do next will probably be about weird combat sports or sexy combat sports. I'm not sure. There's a lot of weird shit out there. I mean, I've got a folder of, where are we? I've got a folder of unused Bullshido things here. I mean, again, even this hasn't
Эти ребята профессиональные
I mean,
шутки.
even this, I mean, you know,
Этот вид спорта называется кабади пощечины. Он довольно традиционен в Пакистане. Цель раунда давать друг другу пощечины.
I think I've showed a few videos of this before, but I mean, you know, it's on the agenda at some point. It's going to happen at some point. All right, now the game. I forgot about the game. All right, tonight's game is a little bit different, all right? It's called To Split or Not to Split. Now, it's in honor of doing Kickboxer review, hopefully next week. We'll have it for next Sunday. I am doing Van Damme this week. Die Antwoord. I have no idea what that is. So the question is it Van Damme or not, basically, doing the splits? Now, if you think it's Van Damme doing the splits, you put 1. If you don't think it's Van Damme doing the splits, you got to put a 2. All right? Now, this is a little more difficult because some of you might not know Van Damme. Some of you might. I don't know. But, Kerry, how are you? What's going on? So we need a 1 for yes for Van Damme or 2 for no. That's basically how it works. All right? If 1 if you think it's him or 2 if you don't think it's him. 2 on this one. Okay, everyone's going confidently with a 2. What is it? Why do we not think it's him? He has perfect splits. Well, yeah, but he looks a bit older in this photo, though. Don't forget. That tattoo is sus. I didn't even recognize. I didn't even look at the tattoo. Does Van Damme have tattoos? I don't even know. Not full splits. Okay, okay, all right. Well, this looks like it's good to see, Kerry. Joker, yours is on its way as well, mate. So hopefully you'll get it this week. My apologies for the delay, but that should be everyone's t-shirt sent out from the giveaways and stuff. All right, we're gonna go with. All right, ready? I think most of y'all know that is not Van Damme. You know how it looks like? It looks like the dude from Law and Order SVU or whatever it was. That Christopher Maloney or whatever his name is. It kind of looks like that dude, but I don't think it is him. But it kind of looks like him. Anyway, I think it was Law and Order SVU, whatever. Chicken legs. All right, number 2. We're getting rid of that. The next one. Is that JCVD? Is that JCVD? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Well done, Dino. 5 out of 5. All right, so everyone's confident. What are we basing this on? The splits, the legs, the physique, the tan, all of the above? Everyone seems to know. Everyone seems to know. Or seems to think they know. But like, there's a lot more unanimous majority decisioning going on here. To again, never reverse psych. It's too dark, I think. Well, I mean, I don't know. The photo's black and white, so it's hard to judge the color. The hair, which hair is? I was hoping someone was going to say the groin area, the groin and taint. I thought someone would have said, I recognize that groin and taint everywhere. All right. Are you ready? Everyone got their answers in? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Everyone's in? The jean shorts. Bam. It is Van Damme. That's a young Van Damme too. It almost looks Photoshop, but that is Van Damme. It's not Photoshop. That is Van Damme. That's a photo APAC uses for Ben Shapiro podcast collabs. I have no idea what the fuck that means. I know what APAC. I think I know what APAC is. Ben Shapiro is that annoying fucker on the internet. All right, number 3. Is that the man or not? I'll zoom in a bit more so you can get a bit more of a look. Do we think that's JCVD's crotch? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I mean, he's not as jacked as you think. His legs don't look overly large. They look all right, but they're not huge. There's no abs. There's kind of abs, but damn that package. He almost looks Seagal-like with a watch and a wristband. 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right, so Joker's gone with 2. Koyaslav's gone with 2. Scotty 2. 2, Dino 2. Ernesto's gone with 1. Craig's gone with Van Spam. That's not an answer, but thanks, Craig. He's the worst. He's the worst up in his name. Same legs as last one. Ernesto's gone with same legs as last one. Okay. So does that mean it's a 1? All right. All right, ready? All right, we're gonna. Has everyone got their answers in? I don't know if the jet ski in the background helps or any of this shit. Probably not. Humongous has gone with 2. The split is. I think. No. Why is no one discussing his awesome package and his cute and his sexy underwear? Cute underwear. His sexy underwear. The sexy underwear and the package are key, I think. All right, we're ready. Boom. That is indeed young Jean-Claude Van Damme in his prime maximum sexiness. Well, maybe not prime sexiness, but fuck his balls. Sean Bonery. Bam. Bam, bam. Because I'm not a meat gazer. You don't have to be a meat gazer to appreciate sexy underwear and a nice bulge, Joker. You can just do that as a heterosexual man when it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. All right. Next one. 1 for yes, 2 for no. 3 out of 3. Dano, well done, mate. I think you actually are 3 out of 3. Don't know if you are. You might be, you might not be, but extremely European. I beg to differ. I expected a bigger bag of bits. Well, the coke, he hadn't hit the coke yet, so he hadn't got coke balls yet. Once he gets on the coke, I mean that's a pretty long split right there. Jensen's gone with a 1. Bruce Lee. That's not Asian looking enough for Bruce Lee. It's too big for Bruce Lee. Neo Cortex has gone with 1. Donnie's gone with 1. Scotty's gone with 2. Joker's 2. Blocaine Nuts. AI. Legs are too long. That's an interesting point, Dino. Are they thick enough? It's not the greatest quality picture either. My apologies. Thin legs. Yeah, everyone's going with thin legs. If the legs are given away. All right. I think this is pretty solid here. I don't know who that is. Some bearded looking dude from fucking the Middle East. Some bearded looking dude from the Middle East or Italy. Somewhere there. All right. We got 4 more to go. We're halfway there. We got a bonus one at the end. All right. This is just to help someone get some points. Is that Van Damme? 1 for yes, 2 for no. We're mixing it up here. I may have played with the colors. I may not have played with the colors. But is that Van Damme? 1 for yes, 2 for no. You know, I mean, Kickboxer is one of my favorite movies, and that review's coming up, and I could almost recite most of those lines off the top of my head. You know, you bleed like my Lee, good fuck. You know, that kind of shit. Zian, why those guys tried to hurt me back there? Why they pissed at me? Because I tell them you're no good fighter, and their mother have sex with mules. What? Oh, make them very angry. Good training, fight hard. Anyway, off topic there. My apologies. Just rambling on about Kickboxer. 2, 1 same legs, 2 muscular upper body. Interesting. All right, so that's very technical there, Neocortex. I like it. It's a guy that plays Spawn, Michael Jai White. It is not. That's just basically, I don't know who the fuck it is. Just some bald black dude. Honestly, it looks like his left leg's about to snap there in that photo, but Sam isn't a nigga. I love straight out. It's funny, we were talking about that last week, right? About how you can say wog, all those kind of things, but you can't say, that word that Dino just put there. You can't say that for some reason, you get killed. He has no feet. He does. There he is. He's just missing it. All right, we've got 3 left. That's last. Is that JCVD? Speaking about upper body being too big, I mean, that guy looks pretty jacked. Is that JCVD? Again, the splits aren't really. They looks like they're kind of, his legs are coming inward, right? They're not actually. What is it? 180 degrees, if you will. But is that Van Damme? Is that his nipples? Do they look like his nipples? Oh, there's a lot of ones going on here. No one's even fucking around here. Does anyone not think it's Van Damme? That's the question I should be asking. Does anyone not think it's him? Looks like everyone thinks it's him, Van Clam. Looks like everyone's thinking it's the big VD. JCVD. Destroyed Days, yes. Reminds me of the Capoeira film. All right, look, it looks like literally no one's going to go with no on this one. One of those a damn nipple. That one looks like it's the different size. I think because of his pose, the different kind of breasts. All right, the correct answer was Bam Bam. It is JCVD. I've gone with young ones to try and trick you guys, before you know what his body was like. All right, is that Van Damme? Is that young or old Van Damme? It could be very young Van Damme. Could be old. Well, not old, but could be very young Van Damme. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I feel like this is 4 out of 6. Interesting. I thought there would have been a lot of 6s here. Looks AI. Left arm is the wank arm. This just appears to be too easy for people here. Everyone's just unanimously saying not Seagull. I mean, not Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude. Too fat. Well, he may have been young. Ernesto's just trying to buck the. Ernesto, you're just trying to get points back. You're trying to gain on the pack. It's not AI. As far as I know, it's not AI. I can tell you that as far as I know, it's not AI. It might just be shitty quality photo. But as far as I know, it's not AI. But all right, everyone's going with 2. I mean, that was too easy, obviously. It's just some white dude. I don't know who it is. It's just some unattractive white dude. No, exactly. No sectioners, no package bulge, no cool underwear. All right, last one. This is for double points. Do you think that's Van Damme? Double points. Well done, Dino. 10 out of 10. Last one. Do we think this is Van Damme? This is for all the marbles. Is that him in his sexy white shorts? 1 for yes, underwear. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Does that look Van Damme-y? This is for all the beans, people. This is erases all of your losses. Franco Colombo. That's a good guess. Bit small for Colombo, though. Stuffed budgie smugglers. No, he doesn't mind a bulge. If it is him, he doesn't mind a bulge. But is it bulgy enough for Van Damme? That's the question. Van Damme isn't that tall. Well, I mean, it's hard to tell how tall he is. Those things, those ropes could only be 5'7" off the ground. Does this help if I do that? Does that help a bit? If I zoom in there? Does that help you guys? Decide if it's Van Damme? How about that? Does that help? All right. I'm going to reveal the answer now. This is for all the marbles. That is indeed Jean-Claude Van Damme enjoying the sun, basking in his own sexiness. Same watch as last picture. Very astute observation, Cliff. Hard to tell because it's a shitty picture, but very similar. That is indeed the Belgian beast, the Belgian bulge. Well, it is Van Damme. No one said he was overly manly. All right, I think we might call it a night. Is there anything anyone wants to bring to my attention that you might want me to watch before we fuck off for the night? Like I said, They Live will be up in the next couple of days, and then I think we're gonna head towards we're either gonna head towards the transgender ninjas, or we're gonna make a move towards obscene sports. I will look for people getting knocked out because people like getting knocked out. I understand that, but a lot of them are old, so I'll try and find some new shit. But okay, man, there's a bit of a delay here. You guys are like 15, 20 seconds behind with the gay zoom. I do have one more video about Seagal at the Rusty. Thanks for reminding me, actually. Thanks for reminding me. I found one today of him looking extremely portly. Where is it? Okay. This is a new edition. Now, he looks really fat in this, right? Now, this one I found, he literally looks like he's Grimace from fucking McDonald's now. I mean, look at that. He's looking very Grimace-like. There we go, right there. I mean, Tom Segura's fucking depiction wasn't that far off. I mean, look at that. He is looking swole, and not in a good way. He's looking quite large, man. Anyway, he's looking quite portly. I'm worried for his health. Definitely worried for his health. It's all muscle. Yeah, it looks like he's eating something. He's eating somebody with muscles. Anyway, that's the latest footage of him. Anyway. All right, my friends. Thank you all for coming, as always. I'll be on Space Ice during the week. Keep an eye out for the They Live review. Again, if you got any suggestions, email me or whatever the hell. Hit me up on Discord. Otherwise, we're going to be I don't know where we're going. I don't know what. I'm going to branch out a little bit. I feel like I'm just attacking. I feel like attacking anyone and everything. You know. I might do a bit of Joey B. Tunes, just abusing the shit out of people for fun, but. They deserve it. Anyway, my friends, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Love you all. Joker, as always, thank you for your contribution and frayed edges. You're a legend. To you all, Dino, Cliff, Neo, Alto, Humongous, Donnie. I don't know if Sam's still in there. SS, Scotty, Koyaslav, Harold, Craig, Scotty, both Scotties. Take it easy, my friends. If I missed anyone, it's because there's too many of you to read. But Ernesto, obviously, I think I said Samantha already. Diana, if you're still around. Neo Cortex. Take it easy, my friends. Have a good week. Stay awesome. Akira as well. Sorry, Akira, I miss you. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Thank you, legends.